This one looked like that one. That one matched this one.
Hey, what's up, fools? It's MATIC, and I'm back with some more NBA action for you. Today, I will be reviewing the Western Conference teams in the playoff hunt. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get in the paint. Starting off with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they do have a decent squad, a good squad on paper, but at the same time, I do not think that they're going to do anything. I'm really going to make this one for the Timberwolves short. They have Derrick Rose, they have Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, who originally came from the Cavs. They have Jeff Teague, which he is a veteran in the league. They have Taj Gibson, Tyus Jones, which I like him as a young player, Robert Covington, but I don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs. It's fortunate for them that they are the number 11 team. I feel as if because they do have the same record as the Dallas Mavericks, they're going to be in that bill. But I don't think that the Lakers are going to drop down to where the Timberwolves are. Like I said in my first opening, the Timberwolves have a great team on paper, but I don't think they have the heart and or the true talent or that number one player to take themselves over the top. One of the reasons why Jimmy Butler left and went or wanted to leave, and he was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. I just don't think that they have that firepower, and or Karl Anthony Towns, he's supposed to be the top player on that team. He just doesn't have that push to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go out and do it." He gets you buckets. I'm saying he's a great player. I'm not saying that he's not, but he's not gonna set you over the top to win that playoff game and or take over the game in crunch time to actually put on a show and win the game. Winning games at this point in time in the season is very critical. The team right in front of them, the Lakers with LeBron James, I just don't feel as if they're going to slip any further. The Lakers have a very good young core. Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, they all can ball. Ha ha! Pun intended. But this team is going to come together under the leadership of LeBron James. They have JaVale McGee and Tyson Chandler. They have a really good squad, but again, can they put it together in the playoffs? Can LeBron be that leader and the person that has been to the finals for the last 8 years and help this young squad really excel? You see what Kyle Kuzma is doing. Lonzo Ball is injured right now, but I feel as if he's going to come back strong. Kyle Kuzma going to continue to do what he's doing. And then LeBron, he's just going to be LeBron James. So watch out for them Lakers. They're going to be in the playoffs this year. Right now they're sitting at the 10th spot, but it's only separated by a few games. So let's get it, Lakers. I'm rooting for them. LeBron is one of my favorite players, and so I do hope that he continues his winning ways. It would be a shame for him really not to make the playoffs. Next up, and when I say next up, I mean next up in the NBA for the next couple of years, are the Sacramento Kings. The Kings, they have a very young core in De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley. They just picked up Harrison Barnes and Corey Brewer. We will see if this team can continue their winning. They're young, but with LeBron James and that crew coming behind them, it's putting a lot of pressure. You have to have pressure on you, but at the same time, because they're so young and because people didn't expect them to be at this point right now, they've been coming, but they have arrived. Watch out for them in the next couple of years. If they make the playoffs, I believe this year it will be a short out for them, quick out for them. One, because they have a potential not to make the playoffs, and two, because they're so young, and it will still be a success for them to even just sniff the playoffs, make the playoffs. It's a successful season right now for them. Just watch out for the Kings. They're going to be in the running, in the playoffs over the next few years, not just this year. Now for the teams that are actually in the playoffs. Starting off with number 8, the LA Clippers. At this point in time, I do not think people thought that the LA Clippers were going to be the playoff team that they are. A lot of people speculate that
they will get these free agents like Kawhi Leonard, like a Kevin Durant in free agency over the summer. Well, we will see. And the playoffs are coming up to the playoffs. I don't know if they really have enough in them to do any damage. They have Lou Will. He's a great player. He can give you buckets. He does come off the bench. Gallinari and Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is a great defender, and so he can get you stops. He's kind of, scrappy, and so that gives you that toughness and everything like that. I also have Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler can hit the three, but I don't know if they'll even make the playoffs. They're playing well right now, and with the Lakers, on their heels, it is a lot of pressure, especially the Lakers being in their same building. So we will see. I like the Clippers, doing what they're doing without a household name per se. They really don't have a household name. The biggest name they do have is Patrick Beverly or Gallinari, you can say. So I hope they do continue to win, and over the next couple of years, continue to win. One thing that will help the Clippers continue to win is if they get a big name and or a star. They need a star. I feel as if they lost Chris Paul, they lost, Blake Griffin, and so if they get another star, they will be okay. In the 7th spot, you have the one and only San Antonio Spurs. They did recently trade, well, not recently. They have DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard. I think that is a drop off. I don't know about you. DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi Leonard, they're different players. It's obvious in their game, at least it's obvious for me in their game. The one thing that DeMar DeRozan doesn't have that Kawhi Leonard does is that defensive stopper mentality, or just defensive stopper. Kawhi Leonard, he's a claw. San Antonio, they have great players. LaMarcus Aldridge, Bellinelli. They got Pau Gasol, Patty Mills, Rudy Gay. They have veterans and they have some young guys. A couple of the young players to look out for are DeJounte Murray and Derek White, along with Greg Popovich. This is a good combination for them because Greg Popovich is such a decorated coach. He is by far one of the best coaches in the league right now, and he will go into the Hall of Fame as one of the best coaches ever. And so going into the playoffs, I believe the Spurs will show well. It depends on the seed that they get. If they get the Nuggets right now, I believe they can put up a good showing, but the Nuggets are a great team. We will see how Greg Popovich can work his magic and pull the best out of this team. It's gonna, regardless of who they get, it's gonna be a decent matchup for them unless they drop down to the 8th seed, which with anybody having to face the Warriors is gonna be just a very, very hard series. Now for the team in the 6th spot in the West, the Utah Jazz. They have a great core of players. Rudy Gobert is their big man in the center. Then they have the young cat, Donovan Mitchell, who can dunk on your head. They also acquired Kyle Korver, which gives them outside shooting along with Joe Ingles. They have Jay Crowder, which is a good, tough player. They have Grayson Allen, first year of rookie, which I shouldn't really mention him, but he might be a liability to have on their team. But I don't think he's going to get too much playing time. And then rounding off with Derek Favors, they have a good chance, a very, very good chance of getting a good matchup in the playoffs and going forward. As long as they just continue to play as a team, I can't see any reason why they wouldn't make the playoffs right now, barring any catastrophic injury. With the way Ricky Rubio also plays and Donovan Mitchell taking, the ball at the end of the game, they have a closer in Donovan Mitchell. Even though he's young, he's a great player. I hope to see him, excel and continue to win. I feel as if they still need one other piece to set them over the top. Hopefully they can get that, but at least right now they have a very, very good core of players that can give you buckets, play defense, and Rudy Gobert, you won't really get to the rim. He blocks everything that comes near him. I'm just waiting. These playoffs are really going to be exciting. I'm looking out for the Utah Jazz. I'm definitely hoping that Donovan Mitchell continues his good play. I feel as if he got snubbed for the Rookie of the Year last year, and so I just hope that his career continues to shine. Even if they don't get out of the first round of the NBA playoffs this year, I think they are one player away from being a true championship team.
There you have it, guys, the Western Conference teams that are in the hunt for the playoffs. Please look out for my next video, which will be the top Western Conference teams. As always, hit that bell, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the page. Thank you for watching. We out. Peace.